Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 58 of this Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. This is Prussia, an army with a state. In the last episode, we continued our rampage across Europe, and we managed to take out most of Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, territory over here, taking down the Livonian Order and basically seizing the remnant of the southern Baltic coastline for ourselves. Sweden, in the meantime, seems to have grown a bit. Well done, Sweden. Denmark's being crushed horribly, and they will probably be another target for us soon. Although if we declared war on them, that would bring in the entire coalition, which I don't really want to do right now. So, what are we doing? We are recovering manpower. That is the main thing. We are also trying to recover a bit of treasury. One suggestion that was brought up is that I should be upgrading my forts, and that is true, except most of them already are. Actually, not quite. But the downside to that is money, and we are still currently losing money, even though army maintenance is very low. Oh no, we're making money again. But I want our income to recover rather a bit more before we start investing in forts. Because remember, the higher the level of your fort, the more it costs. You're just going to sit on that fort, so we're just going to leave you there. Oh, especially if France comes and kills them for us. No, no such luck. We're losing money again. Why is that saying I'm losing 3.7? This saying I'm not. Huh? Right, seriously, what is costing me so much? I have 24 forts. That's what's costing me. It's costing me 54 ducats a month in fort fees alone. That's just under half of my total expenditure. Right, you're pretty well organized. You're fine. I'm trying to see if there's any really serious overlapping. In fact, what we probably want to do is have a look at the fort map mode. There it is. Like, you two are adjacent to each other, so near Lausitz, that is kind of a waste. Likewise with Anhalt and Braunschweig. Braunschweig would cover all of this. These will cover that. Anhalt is excessive. And over here, we have like basically a whole line of forts. You two aren't mine. So, I think we probably want to keep Aachen because Utrecht is protecting those. And you're going to protect these. So we can get rid of Limburg. Although Limburg is a higher level fort. So maybe I should keep Limburg. Is anything going to be protecting Koblenz? Yeah, Pfalz is. So we'll get rid of that one. We'll keep Aachen. Oh, sorry, Limburg. And then you're currently fighting. But we probably do want to get rid of Lüttich. Alright, so that should have helped a little bit, yes. See, we're losing so much money because of our bloody forts. And I want to keep them turned on just in case of things like what is currently happening. Sweden's embargoing us. Speaking of embargoes, am I embargoing everyone I can be? Probably. We can get some more admin stuff going. Let's get Köln and Koblenz. Meppen. This is unfortunately when I need to raise my army again. Damn it. I don't want to raise them all though. I do wish there was a way of just raising one or two armies rather than all of them. We'll go half morale and we'll send in 60,000 at a time. Am I reinforcing? Nope. Oh no, hang on. Shit. You haven't actually got the full manpower or morale. And yet you still win. Prussia is OP, everyone. Prussia is totally OP. Alright, you guys. Yeah, that's fine. And again, OP. Okay. Well, that was easy. What other rebels do we have to deal with? Now, we were going to have a lot of rebel problems, this is true. Let's move you there, let's move you there. Let's keep you guys backed off a little bit. Did we get a new unit model? We did, didn't we? Because we used to have the really, really fancy hats. Now we have the slightly less fancy hats. but still, Prussian troops just look awesome. Ooh, a full state. Nice. Yes, I probably should core them all, but we have a lot of stuff to core. We are using so much admin. Bohemia is no longer a valid rival. Costly embargo. Oh, for Pete's sake. No matter. Revoke. Okay, we are the #1 great power in the world now, having beaten France, which is nice, and that should be giving us bonus points towards power projection as well. Yes, first rank great power plus 25. That means I can never fall below 25. At which point I get the +1 leader without upkeep. But I want to keep it above 50, so I keep on getting the 3 bonus monarch points. Score-wise, how are we doing there? Not that it really matters, I'm just kind of curious. We are still a fair bit behind. In fact, Britain is getting more than we are. Probably because our armies are turned off right now. Although we are still first militarily. Espionage, that is a Diplo. We are ahead of time, so I would say go ahead. We don't need the military guy. Loyalty or prestige? I'll take the prestige hit. Wow, Bercha's influence is now 6%. It's because I gave away all the Bercha territories to the Hunter. Speaking of the Hunter, how strong are they now? 48 regiments. Palatinate has 20. It's not bad. 52 balance. I wonder how many ships they have. It's not going to tell us. How close are we to forming Germany? München, Nuremberg, Pfalz, Augsburg, Frankfurt. There's a couple I still need. Reval has revolted, and Lüttich is now a core province. We can make a few more cores. Okay, there's not that many to go. Poland no longer considers me a rival. Oh, because I've eclipsed them, I guess. Yep. So who are my possible rivals? France, Britain and the Ottomans. Well, I can certainly rival Britain because I think they rivaled me, yep. And the Ottomans have also rivaled me, so there we go. The 3 biggest nations in the world will hate each other. And apparently France is not one of them. The Ottomans aren't looking that scary. Sorry, banging against the mic there, my bad. Leafland's been converted, and then rebels in Leafland. That's a lot of rebels. Which we are still going to beat easily. Prussia OP. Didn't even need you. Just stay in Königsberg, that's fine. We're still losing money. How are the rebels going? We still have 2 sets of rebels that could appear. We could take the translated Bibles for the better unrest. We don't really need the extra missionary strength because apparently we already have massive missionary strength as it is. So I think in here we will get rid of you and replace you with the unrest guy instead, which will mean that we are somewhat more stable. Some more cores. Where is this? Alsace. That's over here. Let's drop you 2 in there. And Hesse is here. No, it's just Castle. Ozel's been cored. Good, good, good. Keep those going. We can make another state. Do it. We're still losing money. Amazingly, we are still losing money. Quite a lot. It's just because our army is so massive. Oh, and oh, for Pete's sake. Except we do have a whole bunch of land over here that we can give them. You are... Wow, you are really, really rich. You are clearly a clergy location, though you haven't been cored yet, so I can't give you away. Never mind. Ah, free stability. That helps. That really helps. That will also increase the amount of money we're making, which is lovely. Truce with France has ended. Ingermanland also wants to revolt. Military access to Hainaut. Sure. Coalition. France has joined the coalition. Hainaut's joined the coalition. I'm feeling very much like Napoleon right now. The whole of Europe's just like, screw that guy. Burgundy's joined. Styrio's joined. If this doesn't fire soon, then their only real opportunity to take us down will have passed. And the longer they take to do it, the more my economy recovers. You know what? Let's back off and let these guys actually fire. There we go. Because then I can turn down my army maintenance. And Alsace was the other one. Back you off to here, let them fire. Raval's been cored, Metal's been converted. Let's do Ingermanland then, that's going to make them fire for sure. And turn that into a state. And then we need to core a whole bunch more places. Oh, Leafland was never cored. Okay, we'll wait until that is possible. Won't be long. Right now, in fact, there we go. Ingermanland. Go kill. It's just Alsace. So you lot can head back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Alsace. You're the only one I'm waiting for now. Let's go. 2.2 years. Stick one of you in Metz. And get another idea. Ooh, -1 yearly corruption. That's pretty nice. 0.1 rather. And yes, I can do some more coring, so I think I shall. How many states are we up to? 39. We're still losing money. But autonomy will be dropping, looting and all that stuff will be dropping. Someone's just launched into a really big war. Who are you fighting? Venice, Cologne and the Knights. Fine. And then there were 4. Well, 5 with them. You're still worth 27% overextension. Well, that's going to be a whole bunch more money. I think I am just going to annex Lübeck. Like, they're not really doing as much for me as I would have liked, and I kind of want that trade income. I think the additional trade income for dominating Lübeck, the Baltic, and the English Channel will be worthwhile. because it should help me pay that off. It will mean that I need a lot more ships, but this will also give me a lot more naval territory. And I will also get their ships for free, plus that army, so why not? So I need to improve relations with Lubeck, which I'm doing, and have now in fact done. And then I need to double check that I don't have the annexed vassal penalty still. I think it's been 10 years, hasn't it? Since we did Magdeburg? Yeah, apparently. Alright, start the process. Oh, of course, I need to revoke the march. Denmark's probably less dangerous. Three, 2, 1, 0. Revoke march. And now you freaking hate me, but I will be raising relations with you. Can't do it for Pete's sake, another 10 years. I might just break vassalization and just backstab them then. This would all be nationalist territory, except for the Danish bit. And everyone hates me as it is. They will have a truce, and then they would be able to join the coalition, which would pull the coalition in against me. No, we're just going to stop you being a march. Damn it. Didn't quite think that one through. But they will now be paying me their tax income of 1.8 ducats. Oh, that was such a bad decision. Well, now I know for the future. Like I said, that was kind of an experiment. I just wanted to see how that works and what would happen. I still need to turn some of these into... Really? Still? I think you're too valuable to give away. You can be clergy. You can be clergy. Right, is that the clergy happy now? That is the clergy happy. It's now just the nobility. Okay. And still just Alsace. Oh, the Dutch just lost their colonies, which is why we gained nationalism on the New World. Because technically, culturally, they are Germanic. That's kind of funny. Let's start with Basel. Now, can I give this land away? Yes. You are not really what I want to do. You definitely aren't. You've already been given. I'll lose the legitimacy, thank you. Fairly sure that these have already been given away. Yep. Rupin has not. You can go to the nobility. Clergy. You can also go nobility. Right, has that made you happy? Yes, it has. Excellent. And everyone's happy. Marvellous. Most of the places have been converted. We still have some rebel issues. Alsace and Hoya. Why is Alsace so annoyed? Because I decreased their autonomy, that's why. Lubeck's relations have been increased to 200, so I just need to wait for the 10 years now. Irritating. In the meantime, we are still losing 12 ducats. And all this time I'm kind of maintaining an army and I don't really need to. Alsace and Hoya. You know what? Reduce the maintenance. We'll just get ready for a fight if we need to have one. Out of interest. What is your ability at reducing unrest? Not enough. We have gained the forced ally to break alliance, cast a spell against Britain. Britain's made me released or forced to break an alliance with Tyrol. I've always kind of wondered how that works. Can I force you to break an alliance? How does this work? Break alliance with Sweden. Relative strength of coalition, minus 105. Trust towards Sweden, minus 50. Great Britain is a great power, minus 50. So the coalition must have given them like plus 105 or something against me. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay. But they are still too scared to defy the coalition. I'm just gaining manpower throughout this whole time, people. And there's the final espionage idea. Corruption and support, there it is. Wait until the end of the month, then we'll hit them. Except they'll have already taken ours ass, I think. Yeah, we're not going to be in time. Damn it! Alright, and where would the next one be? Hoya. I really do wish there was just a way of provoke rebel attack. Kamlik and Henegau. Those over here? Yes, those two. Ooh, that's an annoying one. I wouldn't be able to get to them unless Burgundy gave me access, which they would not. Nassau, would you give me access? Nope. France? He says hopefully. Nope. So I might well lose these two to rebels. There's not much I can do about it. And there it is, coalition war. Alright, so who's fighting in this one? All of this. I'm out of money, but I have a boatload of manpower. How are the armies looking? My army is humongous. France would be the closest, but I outnumber them almost 2 to 1. Manpower, they have a lot. Britain, wow, your army's kind of pathetic, Britain. Poland's in it? Yes, they are. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do... Can I piece people out individually? No, I cannot. So I think basically we just kind of need to run around like a wrecking ball and just hit what we can. So we may as well take out the little guys while we consolidate our troops. We'll let them come through the top here. It will take them a while to siege down through this area while we go and fight the main armies down in this area. So we'll have them all moving. At sea, we are likely to lose, so we can unblockade you, or unthingy-majiggy you. Oh, the Hunter was privateering, that's funny. Alright, let's start things going, shall we? You guys jump in there. I mean, the Hunter fleet is still humongous, so I'm rather hoping that they can do a lot of good. The other thing I'm going to do is we're going to Prussia Rage! Right, we have loads of military points, so we may as well just do that. How far are we? We're still 7 years away. That's plenty of time to recuperate. We are now full-on Prussia Hulk Rage, 130% discipline. That will have reduced our balance deficit. In fact, we may as well raise war taxes. We are now making money while at war because Prussia Rage has reduced our land maintenance modifier. We've got faster manpower recovery, so we will actually go up 3.3 thousand men a month. Alright, let's show these guys what for, shall we? You're crushing them, you're crushing them, you guys are marching up here because we do want to consolidate our forces in one area. In the meantime, you guys are running to Stard. We will go and intercept. That was a stack wipe. You're going to be stack wiped here. So what? Let's have a quick look at the difference in quality. 6.6 morale to my 8, 115% discipline, which is actually pretty good, versus my 130. And then 3.4 tactics against my 3.9. Will these guys be at the same mil tech as me? Probably. Yeah, I would think so. Most of them will be. 26, yeah. All the big players are. Including the Hunter. That's the important one. Okay, so. Interesting. We do still have the one line. But it's not a huge issue. The other thing I wanted to check was we do not currently have an advisor. We probably should. That's another 5% discipline there. We now have 135% discipline. Marvellous. Let's continue you guys moving south, shall we? We'll just present a wall of troops over on this front. Thankfully we're just stack wiping left, right and centre, which is precisely my intention. Ah, they've actually got a fairly strong army over there. Moses Mendelssohn. The multilingual Jewish scholar and philosopher Moses Mendelssohn is of humble origin. Originally intended to become a rabbi, his religious education, however, led him to Berlin-Cologne, where he has instead risen to become a published author, highly regarded among Christians and Jews alike. His writings and publications, which are made both in German and Hebrew, along with open discussion taking place in his own home, are paving the way for tolerance between people on a scale unseen in Prussia before. A fascinating person of high intellect and deep thought, some call him the German Socrates. A 50% cheaper level 3 philosopher, which is the admin guy, which we already have, and that's national unrest, which we kind of want. Alright, so I think most of our armies are now in place. Let's double check them all. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, and you are. Okay, you two need to come down here. Generals, do we have sufficient? We have got 5 of the 5. That is a big army over there. We probably want to intercept them before they can hulk up even more. Oh, and there's our first naval defeat. Oh, that was my trade ships. I'd forgotten about them. Leafland's been caught. No, stay in port. Silly. You're still repairing, that's fine. So, we want to try and get these guys. If they want to attack into us, then that is totally fine. Where are you moving to? Heidelberg. What's the big segment? That would be Milan. You're going to Badanesco, which is this one. So we're going to go into here. You lot are going to march south as well. You two. Yeah, that's going to be a massive fight down here. Don't leave, Palatinate. We actually want to fight them here. And oh no, we don't. That's flat land. No, this is all flat land. In that case, screw it. Let's jump in. All in. All in. Let's go. Alright, so we have 70,000 men. They have 100,000. 135 discipline versus the 105. Yes. 3.1 against 4. We have lots more morale. We have lots more discipline. The numbers here should be kind of staggering. And those all got converted. That is, of course, the most important thing happening right now. And we're going to keep on throwing men into this. So we now outnumber them. Alright, so we did 42,000 casualties for 32. It's not as good as it could have been. Could have and should have done a lot more than that. Apparently they still have some troops coming in. Yes, they did. Okay, so you two may as well head back. We don't want to be suffering too much attrition. You go and stomp those guys. In fact, I'm going to give you a general to do that with, because we have plenty of generals over here. Where's the French army? I haven't actually seen the French army assemble anywhere yet. They have some troops coming in over here, but not a huge number. We could probably send one more unit out with you guys. Poland's occupied Goldingen, that's fine. You're going to go and crush them quite easily. Good. We are once again losing money, but that's probably just because of the amount of reinforcement that we are having to do. Right, let's send a unit over there. Let's have you stay here. And you stay, actually you can stay right there. We'll start sieging some stuff down. Netherlands is occupying a little bit of territory. And we're still killing stuff. But with that, we will have to end this episode. So you'll have to stay tuned for the next ones to see how Prussia does against the Grand Coalition arrayed against us. This is Europe versus Prussia. And I couldn't be enjoying this more. Thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then please do consider subscribing. If you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.